You are listening live to Alabama State football on the ASU Hornet Sports Network. We are at ASU Stadium in beautiful Montgomery, Alabama, as your Alabama State Hornets get set to take on the Alcorn State Braves in the home opener in the first home game of the Brian Jenkins era. I'm Dwayne Lewis, joined by my partner, Chris Terry. And Chris, as a player, talk about the emotions that this team and both teams are actually feeling right now on the eve of kickoff.
Thank you, Dwayne. Both teams are probably at their peak right now, their mental high. They both are coming out aggressive, ready to smash. Who's the real ASU? That's their motto. Who is the real ASU? Last year, Alcorn got the best of us, but it's a new year, 2015 era, Brian Jenkins era. We coming out for revenge, and all we see is blood.
SWAC opener for both teams. Obviously, one of the big storylines earlier in the week was about the health and the situation regarding Daniel Duhart. From what we saw in pregame, it appears that Ellis Richardson will be the starting quarterback for Alabama State. Talk about what he brings in a different dynamic as opposed to Daniel Duhart.
Well, Ellis, he's more so run quarterback. He can pass the ball, but he doesn't quite have that touch that Daniel Duhart has. Don't get me wrong, he can develop that over the course of time. And he's more so a run-first option guy, and I feel like that can hurt Alcorn's defense because they're not expecting it.
Alabama State will kick off to start the game in the home black uniforms with gold trim. Alcorn in their all-white uniforms on the road as the crowd continues to file in here at ASU Stadium. A lot of anticipation for this game. Anytime the champs come in your house, anytime the champs come in, you got to have a little something for them. I know our guys have been jacked up about getting ready to play this game. What has been your mindset when you know you're playing the team that won the title last year?
Well, with anyone winning a title the year before, you have a target on your back. And Alcorn has that target on their back. And Alabama State, we're going for the bullseye off top.
Vincent to kick off, and we are underway from the new ASU Stadium. Thanks for joining us here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network. Big return out of the end zone, across the 50, across the 20, across the 30. Has some running room, and he may go. And not the way you want to start the football game for Alabama State. On the kickoff return for a touchdown for Alcorn State by number 8, Jarvis Turner, but there is a flag on the play. John Allman is our referee for tonight's game. That flag thrown at the Alcorn 42-yard line on the far side of the field. And there's a flag also in the end zone, more than likely a post-celebration penalty. So some early flags here. We'll see how the officials sort this thing out. Long discussion by the officials trying to sort this thing out. Again, one flag thrown at the Alcorn 42 on the far side of the playing field, one also in the end zone. We'll see how they sort this thing out.
There are 2 fouls on the play. During the return, holding, number 31 on the receiving team. That penalty would be 10 yards by the foul, first down. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 8 on the receiving team. That penalty would be enforced 15 yards, first down. That's his first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
So a tremendous break for Alabama State. Not only is a touchdown negated, number 1, you have a holding penalty, number 2, which backs them up 10 yards from the spot. On top of that, you've got an unsportsmanlike penalty. So now, instead of Alcorn having 6 and kicking for the extra point, they're going to back up 25 yards inside their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, it kind of takes their spirit. They thought they came out strong, had a good return for 6, but that can kind of offset your mentality for a minute.
So as the officials walk this thing off, it'll be 1st and 10 for Alcorn at their own 17-yard line, officially the 18, as John Gibbs, the SWAC's Offensive Player of the Year, gets set to lead his offense onto the field as part of our Golden Flake starting lineup. One of the big keys for him, Darian Ragsdale, rushing more than 700 yards last year. We're sure to see a lot of him and Gibbs, the dual threat passers we talked about in pregame, who rushed for more than 1,000 yards in 2014. 4 receivers set, 3 left, 1 right for the Braves. Gibbs will hand off to receiver running near side on the jet sweep across the 25, forced out at the 27-yard line. So initial run for Alcorn State around the left side. They'll give him very close to the first down yardage, but about 9, so it'll be 2nd down and 1 from the Braves 27-yard line. Stack formation, 2 receivers either side, running back offset left. Gibbs will hand off. Pierce Ragsdale trying to get some yardage, has just enough falling forward for the first down for Alcorn State. So again, if you blink, you may miss a lot. Both teams going very quickly here, as we'll see very similar style offenses called the same way. Fred Kice, offensive coordinator for Alcorn State, Mark Orlando for Alabama State, have worked together in previous years in the past. Big hit on the far side on that jet sweep, perhaps a loss of 1, maybe 2 by the receiver McKenzie on that run for Alcorn State. Loss of 1 on that play brings up a 2nd down and 11 from the Braves 28. Again, stack formation, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Gibbs, quick throw in the flat, caught, and tackle at about the 35-yard line. Good open field tackle. Appeared that Kenyon Davis made that tackle on the quick throw for Alcorn State on the far side. Will bring up a 3rd down and 4 from the 35-yard line. Just underway here at ASU Stadium. Thanks for joining us on the ASU Hornet Sports Network. So an early 3rd down situation for Alcorn State, an opportunity for the Hornet defense to get off the field. 2 receivers left, 1 right, tight end, offset to the left, running back offset right. Gibbs drops back, throws in the flat, caught, and a great open field tackle that time, a lost yardage play. Very physical play defensively for Alabama State. And the Braves will be forced to punt. Good job by Nick Martin on the open field tackle. So the Braves will be forced to punt. Hayden McCraney appears to be on the punt for Alcorn State. Khalid Thomas deep to receive for Alabama State. Punt is off, a low wobbly kick. We'll let it bounce. He'll take it at the 30, across the 35, gain of about 7. So the Hornets will take over 1st and 10 from about the 37-yard line. So Ellis Richardson will get the start for Alabama State at quarterback, the red shirt freshman from Villa Rica, Georgia, Douglas County High School. And we all remember first play 6 days ago at Tennessee State. 82-yard touchdown pass from Duhart to Joshua Davis. Actually going to spot the ball at the 29-yard line. Apparently he was down earlier with contact. So Hornets come out 1st and 10 from their own 29. Richardson will give to Thomas around the left side across 35, tackle at the 36. Good first down gain for Alabama State. See where they spot the football officially at the 36. Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. Again, the Thomas trying to break through, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Penetration in the Hornet backfield will bring up a 3rd down and 3 situation. Once again from the 36. So go 2 receivers right. 2 stacked left with a receiver behind the tight end. Thomas, the offset running back, to the right, and there's a timeout on the field.
Timeout, Alcorn. That's their first charge timeout of the half.
So we'll go to break here with 11:52 to play in the first quarter. There is no score in the ball game here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Listen live each Thursday at 6 p.m. for the Wild Wings Swarm and Sting ASU Football Coaches Show with Brian Jenkins. Come and be a part of the live audience at the Eastdale Mall location or tune in weekly on the ASU Hornet Sports Network as we talk Hornet football. Come and enjoy great food and beverage specials as we get you ready for the upcoming game. That's the Wild Wings Swarm and Sting ASU Football Coaches Show Thursday at 6 p.m. here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
So after the Alcorn timeout, a quick flip from Richardson, first down pass to Brandon Barnes across the 50, big game for Alabama State into Alcorn territory. Nice catch and run by the big tight end, good easy flip for the quarterback Richardson on his first completion. Hornets into Alcorn territory at the 44-yard line. First and 10 from the Brave 44-yard line. Richardson will fake the handoff to Thomas, has some time. He will take off across the left side, across the 40, slides down for the good 5-yard gain on first down for the young redshirt freshman.
Yeah, that was a great decision by Ellis Richardson. That's one element of his game where he can hurt a team. They weren't expecting him to run right then, but now they're going to be more cautious of it, and they're not going to be able to focus on the pass as much.
Second down and 5 from the Brave 39-yard line. Two receivers out the side, now receiver coming motion to this side of the playing field. Thomas, handoff up the middle, gain of about 2, will bring up a very manageable third down and 2 situation from the Brave 36. Again, Hornets going quickly. Should be a lot of plays called in this game. Both offenses like to go very, very fast. Third and 2, two receivers to the right side. Richardson will fake and keep. First down, 20, 10, 5. Will they give it to him? Yes, touchdown Hornets. Great decision by Richardson, and the Hornets score first here today.
And like I was saying earlier, Dwayne, his feet will kill you. He's a run-first quarterback. He's more decisive as a runner than Daniel Duhart is, and that's what's going to kill Alcorn's defense.
So a strong start for the Hornets here tonight. Once again, a sustained drive, ending with a touchdown run by Ellis Richardson. The extra point is up and good. And with 10:28 to play in the first quarter, it's Alabama State 7, Alcorn State nothing on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
The wheels of progress haven't been very active lately. But because of business people like you, things are beginning to get rolling. And Regions is here to help, making it easier with the expertise and service to keep those wheels turning. From business loans to succession planning, we want to be your partner moving forward. So switch to Regions and let's get going together.
once again, for the second consecutive game, the Hornet offense scores on the first possession as Alabama State leads by a score of 7-0. Chris Terry, when your offense scores on this first possession, what does that do not only for the offense but the entire team?
It gives the team more confidence as a whole and allows them to come together. And they scored off of a 3-and-out. The defense stood strong, made Alcorn punt it, and we came and got 6. And that's how every possession should be.
6 plays, 70 yards on that drive, 2-12 on the time possession. Tackle made this time at the 15-yard line. And Hornet special teams once again making the play. Appeared that Samuel Jackson, I believe, was on the tackle that time, but once again, Alcorn will start inside of its own 20-yard line, and Big Mo definitely wearing the black and gold of Alabama State.
Yeah, it's important for our defense to come out strong like they did last week, but also finish the game strong. It'll be great for us to hold them in the negative right now and make them punt it again so we can come back and score.
So Braves back on offense. John Gibbs will lead them on the field. 3 receivers right. Tight end right, running back, offset left. Gibbs will give to Ragsdale, trying to find some room. Short gain to about the 15-yard line. We'll give him 4, maybe 5, bringing up second down for Alcorn State. Again, same formation for the Braves. And flags on the play. It appears that Alcorn false started, and it's one of those things where their band, I think, caused their offense to false start. And that's where, as a band, you got to be mindful, hey, you want to support your team, but they got the ball, but we'll take it because it worked in our favor. So we'll back them up. Should bring it back to about the original line of scrimmage. So about a 2nd down and 9, 2nd down and 10 situation. 10:04 to play, first quarter. Hornets lead by a score of 7-0. 37-yard touchdown run by redshirt freshman quarterback Ellis Richardson, who got the start in place of an injured Daniel Duhart. So 2nd down, we'll pretty much call it 10. Back at the 11-yard line. Braves trying to get lined up. Play clock inside of 10 seconds. Gibbs barking out signals, trying to get everyone lined up. He has a snap. He will give it on the jet sweep, running to the near side, trying to find some room across the 10 to about the 15-yard line. Turner on that carry for Alcorn State.
It seems as if both teams are trying to establish the run game first. And once you open up your run game, everything else, you have more options. You're allowed to pass the ball. You don't know what to expect. If you hold the team one-dimensional, you have nothing. That's why it's so important to establish your running game.
Big 3rd down and 5 from the Braves' 15-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Gibbs, as customary, in the shotgun, offset by Ragsdale. Gibbs looking to run now. He'll throw in the flat to Ragsdale. He has enough for the first down, tackled at the 25-yard line. Tackle made by Nick Martin, but a first down for Alcorn State. Yeah, I think we'll take that situation, Chris. I think you want to make Gibbs a passer more than a run, and very dangerous in the open field. 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line. 9 minutes and counting, first quarter. Hornets lead 7-0. 3 receivers to the left. Tight end left, running back offset right. Now goes in motion. Gibbs, quick pass in the flat. Ragsdale, hit at the 30, tackled at about the 31-yard line. Short gain on the play. Jenkins on the tackle for Alabama State.
And Dwayne, the thing about these offenses, you have to stop them on first down. They try to get the chunk of their yardage out the first down so their 2nd and 3rd down play can set them up for a big shot or another first down.
Actually a gain of 7 on that play, 2nd down and 3. Gibbs fakes the handoff, will throw in the flat, caught across the 35, has enough for the first down, still on the move, forced out at the 45-yard line. Payne on the catch for Alcorn State up to their own 45. So we're starting to see Alcorn and Fred Kice kind of move Gibbs out of the pocket a little bit, giving the Alabama State defense something else to consider. So 1st and 10 from the Brave 45, 18 and counting, first quarter, but the Hornets lead 7-0. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Double back formation. Gibbs running, passing, throwing is incomplete. And fortunately, a break there as Charles Hughes could not hold on to the pass, and that's the epitome of that dual threat. He fakes a dive and runs, appears he's going to run, trying to draw the defense up. They tried to leak that receiver, but he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and that's Alcorn's offense is what I call smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of misdirectional play calling, get you to violate your eyes going away, and they're throwing back the other way.
That's their first charge time out of the half.
We'll step aside with 7:58 to play in the first quarter. It's Alabama State 7 and Alcorn State nothing here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Show your Bama State spirit by supporting Hornet Pride 365, a great giving initiative that supports ASU student athletes. For more information and to give, visit BamaStateSports.com/Hornet Pride 365.
Want your next printing project to have a happy ending? Go see Mickwick Printing Company in Montgomery, Auburn, Tuskegee, or Wetumpka today, or visit them online at mickwickprinting.com. They have award-winning designers, friendly and knowledgeable sales staff. Printing Company, a proud sponsor of ASU. Support the team that supports your Hornets.
Second down and 10 from the Braves 45. Just under 8 to play first quarter. Hornets lead 7-0. Gibbs on the keeper to the far side will get into Alabama State territory, forced out at about the 49-yard line, bringing up a third down and a long 4 for the Braves.
We have to keep this Gibbs guy in the pocket. If he gets out of the pocket and sees the lanes to run, he's going to take it, and he can beat you with your feet. He has before, and if you allow him to keep doing it, he will.
Third down, we'll call it 5, right at the midfield stripe. 3 receivers left for the Braves. Tight end offset left. Running back offset to the right. 10 on the play clock for Gibbs. He will give it to Ragsdale, who will run and get enough for the first down. Gain of about 7 to the Hornet 43-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Braves coming up. Very odd running that time on the 3rd and 5, but there is a flag on the near side, and we'll see what the call is. Flag dropped at the Hornet 48 in front of our bench.
Sideline warning, Alabama State. That's their first and only warning of the game.
So first and only warning, one of those things, they try to keep those sidelines free and behind that white line so the officials can get up and down and do what they need to do. So no official penalty, just a warning. 1st down and 10. For the Braves from the Alabama State 43-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tight end offset left with the running back Ragsdale. Gibbs on the keeper across the 40 to the Alabama State 38-yard line. Gain of 5 on that first down play. And Chris, you mentioned it earlier. The key in slowing down, stopping this offense is winning on first down. Braves trying to get some chunks on first down right now.
Yes, that's correct. And being that John Gibbs is a dual threat quarterback, you have to be disciplined. Because he's faking the handoff, and your D-ends or your outside linebackers have to stay home.
2nd down 5 from the Hornet 43. Trying to run left. Good tackle from behind on Ragsdale. Good job by Darius Washington chasing him down from his outside linebacker position. Coming from that far side, holding that gain to 1. Actually give him a loss back to the Hornet 39, bringing up a 3rd down and 6 situation with 6:20 and counting in the first quarter.
And this is where you want them at, on their heels, 3rd and medium and 3rd and long.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Ragsdale goes in motion to the right side. Gibbs will throw to Ragsdale in the flat. Has enough for the first down And their receivers on the outside, Chris, did a good job of holding off our defenders, giving Ragsdale enough room to catch and run for the first down.
Yeah, these guys are not so much of physical blockers. They're more so positional blockers. It's about angles and positioning your body. That's where our DBs, outside linebackers, our defense as a whole need to learn to take better angles and stay outside to force everything back inside so everybody can rally to the ball.
Additional penalty against Alabama State will move the Braves up 5 yards to the Hornet 24-yard line. 1st and 10 with 5:58 to play in the first quarter. Hornets lead 7-0. 3 receivers to the left side. Tight end right in the pistol. Quick pass in the flat across the 25, getting outside. Has enough for the first down inside the Hornet 10-yard line. Catch made by Warford. And is brought down at the 5-yard line. Make that vessel 1st and goal for the Braves.
Alcorn is beating us on the edge. All these quick screens, these quick swing passes are beating our outside linebackers to the edge. It's not giving us enough time to rally to the ball and get them down before they get a first down.
From the 5, Gibbs will hand it off to running back, give it to the up back. Gain of about 2 to the 3-yard line. 2nd down and goal for Alcorn State. Again, same formation, trying to go wide with 3 running backs surrounding Gibbs in the backfield. Plenty of options for him. He will hand it off. Tackle made shy of the goal line. Appeared the ball may have come loose. But it was Turner on the carry, number 34. The ball marked down at the 1, 3rd down and goal for the Braves.
And Dwayne, this is where the Hornet defense needs to boot up, bend but not break. Last week they showed the same thing. They bend but they didn't break in the first half. This is a time where they have to stand strong and stout and cause a forced fumble or keep them from out the end zone, period.
Ball at the 1.5, 3rd and goal for the Braves. Gibbs will give it to Ragsdale, and he is stopped near the line. We'll see how they rule it. No signal yet. 4th and goal or touchdown for the Braves, and there's no signal, so it must be 4th down. And a very late signal, the Braves get the touchdown.
The touchdown is good. Number 97 for Alabama State is out 1 play for his helmet coming off.
So a 1-yard touchdown run by Ragsdale, and the Braves are an extra point away from tying the score. McCraney on for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:12 to play in the first quarter, we are tied at 7. And Chris, we knew coming into this game we'd see a lot of plays called, both offenses going up and down the field, and we're tied at 7 with 4:12 to play in the first quarter.
Right. Both teams run similar offenses, and it's all about pace. Their offense is based on pace. Whichever defense can slow the other team's offense down, that's going to be the determining factor of who can win this game.
Already early stats for Alcorn State: 14 plays, 90 yards. Alabama State, 10 plays, 53 yards. So we'll get the ball back after this kickoff and see if we can keep that momentum going. We talked about the confidence of the entire team, and Ellis Richardson right now at his quarterback position has to be feeling very confident to lead a touchdown drive to start the football game.
Right. Ellis Richardson, he's also a young quarterback, and being that he's young, you still don't want to put all the pressure on him. That's why I've noticed Coach Jenkins has tried to establish the run game in the first series. We had a good chunk of yardage off of 3 runs by Khalid Thomas, and that's where you take the pressure off your quarterback. And if we can get that established, then Ellis will have a pretty good day.
Hornets right now rushing for 40 yards, Alcorn 31. So as you mentioned, both teams trying to establish the run. Again, very similar offensive philosophies as these coaches work together at different points in their career. Thomas on the kick return. Knocked down by Joshua Davis, unfortunately, for the Hornets from the side, but the Hornets will take over. 1st and 10 from our own 24-yard line with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to play in the first quarter of a 7-7 ball game. Remember, for all the latest on Hornet Athletics, visit BamaStateSports.com and follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. Download our free mobile app for Droid and iPhone at BamaStateSports.com/social media. 3 receivers left, 1 right for the Hornets. Richardson, quick drop, throws late, incomplete, intended for Davis, and that time I think maybe trying to do too much. Davis was open for a short time. Alex Anderson leaking out of the backfield, perhaps the better option that time. So 2nd down and 10 coming up for Alabama State. But the Hornet offense and Mark Orlando showing confidence with a 1st down pass from Richardson. 2nd down and 10. The give to Anderson across the 30, and he has enough for an Alabama State 1st down, gain of 11 up to the 35-yard line.
That was a great run by Alabama State. Now Alcorn has to respect the run game. They can't just stay back and just play pass all day. They have to respect the run game now, and it's going to open up a lot more options for Alabama State.
3 receivers right, 1 left. The give to Anderson once again across the 40 and more. Another 11, 12-yard gain for Anderson. 1st down, Alabama State. Good strong runs by Anderson, the freshman from Miami Gardens, Florida. So 2 big 10-plus runs for Anderson, and we'll try it again. This time met at the line. Short, perhaps maybe a short loss. 2nd down coming up for Alabama State.
Now Alcorn is playing the run. They're sending more people in the box, sending more people up to play the run game. Now this would be a time for a play-action pass.
2nd down, 11, loss of 1, back to the Hornet 45. 2 receivers left, 1 right, tight end offset right, running back Anderson, offset left. Davis goes in motion. The fake, Richardson on the keep, across midfield, spin move, down at the 47, 46-yard line. Good gain of 8, maybe 9. 3rd and very manageable coming up for Alabama State.
Now there's more people to account for. You have to account for the running back, Alex Anderson, Ellis Richardson, and you see the extraordinary athlete Josh Davis is coming out of the backfield.
3rd down and 2 from the Brave, 46, 2:35 and counting, first quarter, tied at 7. Anderson, 1st down, across the 40, and more to the Alcorn 35-yard line, 1st and 10, Alabama State. Good strong running by the young freshman, his first series of the game. And now the Braves have to call their 2nd timeout of the first quarter, as now this offensive line, let's give the big uglies, as they refer to, some credit up front in opening holes for the Alabama State running game.
Yeah, the offensive lineman may be the most underrated position on the field. They don't get as much praise as everybody else as far as the skill guys. Whenever a team wins, they give credit to the quarterback, running back, DBs, linebacker, but the offensive linemen never get credit. Up front, they're being nasty today. They're driving people off the ball, not just getting in there where they're actually moving them upfield, giving the running backs and the quarterback lanes to run and to get major yardage.
Julian Ware at left tackle, Damian Love at left guard, Kerry Williams at center, Robert Rockamore at right guard, and Chase Nixon at right tackle, getting it done for Alabama State here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the Brave 35-yard line, 2:26 to play in the first quarter. 2 receivers right, now joined by Davis going in motion. Misdirection throw across the middle, incomplete. Intended, I believe, for E.J. Henderson. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Trying to hit Ephraim on that crossing route while the misdirection that you talked about earlier. So 2nd down and 10 for the Hornets from the Brave 35-yard line. 2:22 to play in the first quarter, tied at 7. Running back offset left, Richardson in the pocket, has some time, and he will get rid of it late and incomplete. Perhaps held on to it a little bit too long. That pass intended that time for running back Robert Pritchett in the left flat. 3rd down and 10 coming up. So 3rd and 10, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Pritchett offset left. Offsides appears on Alcorn. Free play. He'll take a shot going deep and is incomplete. But the initial indication, I believe, is offsides against Alcorn State, but we'll see what the officiating crew says.
And if it is an offsides on Alcorn State, those are the type of shots you want to take when the defense jumps offsides. It'll give you extra yardage because they're offsides, and it gives you an extra chance, a free play to score.
Offsides, defense, number 56. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Moody, the DN offsides for Alcorn, brings up a much more manageable 3rd down and 5 situation from the Braves 30. Again, same formation, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Good hard count that time by Richardson, who now will change the play at the line. Still 15 on the play clock. Now with 10, still has plenty of time. Everyone set. Richardson takes a snap. He looks left. Now we're on the draw play to Pritchett across the 25. 1st down to the Alcorn State 22-yard line. Good run by the freshman from Lithonia, Georgia.
And that was a great slide protection call by Ellis Richardson and a play check. He noticed that the DN and the safety was getting ready to rush off the edge, and he checked the play to a draw.
1st and 10 from the Braves 22. 2 receivers to either side. Pritchett offset left. Richardson will throw to Pritchett in the flat. Across the 20, still going. Across the 15, still going. 1st and 10 Hornets at the Brave 11-yard line. Good run after catch by Pritchett. First down and 10 from the Braves 11-yard line. Stack formation, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Pritchett lined up behind Richardson. 1:30 to play in the first half. Now Pritchett moves offset right. He'll fake the handoff. Henderson inside the 10, brought down. We'll see where they spot it. Mark him down at the 7, perhaps the 6, gain of at least 4. Officially a 4-yard gain. Down to the 7, 2nd down and 6 for Alabama State from the Braves 7-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Backs offset either side of Richardson. Now handoff. Thomas. Touchdown Hornets. Great drive, great decision making throughout that drive. Another successful drive for Alabama State.
And as far as Ellis Richardson being a young quarterback, that's one of the things you can worry about a lot, decision making. This kid has shown that he's able to make adjustment on the fly, make check downs, redirect the slide protection and everything else, and it caused a touchdown. Another 6 points.
Albert on for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good with 1:07 to play in the first quarter. It's Alabama State 14, Alcorn State 7. And another great drive, this time 12 plays, 76 yards, 3 minutes and 1 second. And you talked earlier, Chris, about the ability of Alabama State to run the football and the confidence this team must be feeling. Initially, we talked about the decision-making of Richardson. Now you see different guys, Anderson, Pritchett, getting involved in the run game.
Yeah. When he makes the right decisions, it puts people in better places to make the big plays. Just like the touchdown here, or when Khalid Thomas broke out for a run, or Alex Anderson broke for 10, 12 yards on his run. It allows everyone to be in the right place at the right time.
So another possession, another touchdown for Alabama State. Already up to 96 yards rushing here in this first quarter. One of the things we did not do well at Tennessee State was run the football. Just 60 yards rushing for the entire game, 96 in the first quarter. As an offense, as an offensive line, all you want to do is keep pounding that rock.
Yeah, it's your bread and butter, man. Hey, if it's not broke, why fix it? If they can't stop the run, keep running at them until otherwise. And if they start bringing more people in the box, you run play actions, you can run zone read, you can run screens, more options.
Vincent kicks off for Alabama State, taken by the up man for Alcorn. He will take a knee at around the 15-yard line. I believe that was Aaron Baker making the catch, taking a knee. He'll officially spot it at the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Braves with 1:05 to play in the first quarter. And a great start at home for Alabama State. Again, 2 early touchdown drives in the first quarter. Richardson showing great poise to begin the ball game.
Yeah, you got to give a big thanks to the defense as well. They're holding their own. They're keeping them. They're minimizing them to a lot of first downs.
3 receivers right. Tight end right, running back left. Gibbs, the pass in the flat, too high, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Gibbs last week passing just 8 for 22 for 50 yards with 1 interception in the loss at Georgia Tech. So 2nd down and 10 ahead. 1:01 to play in the first quarter. Again, 3 receivers right. Tight end offset left along with the running back Ragsdale, who now moves right. Gibbs, empty pocket. Will fake, looking to throw. Throws to the right side, and it is caught at the 31-yard line, knocked out of bounds. 1st down for Alcorn State. Catch made by Jarvis Turner.
Yeah, that was a little misdirectional play going left, and he passing it to the right. You cannot violate your eyes as a defense, or you will get exposed.
1st and 10 from the 31 for Alcorn State. Hornets lead 14-7, less than a minute to play in the first quarter. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Gibbs on the keeper, who was brought down at about the 35-yard line. Good job by the backside of that Hornet defense, Chris, not being fooled and staying home.
Yeah, it's all about discipline, man. You have to read your keys and know if something's going away from you, something will be coming back, no matter what it is. Even if it's not the person with the ball, something will be coming back, and that's what they did.
Perhaps the final play of the first quarter ahead with 10 seconds to play. Hornets leading 14-7. Braves changing formation now with 3 on the game clock. 2-1, and a flag thrown, and a false start against Alcorn State.
4 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So a false start against the Braves will back them up to their own 30, bringing up 2nd down and 11. No time on the game clock. We'll see how the official, will they put 1 second back, or will it be the end of the first quarter? Having some discussion between Allman, the referee, and the back judge, Frank Sanchez.
Done time down. Please reset the game clock to 2 seconds.
So put 2 seconds back on the clock here in the first quarter. So 2 seconds left in the first quarter. 2nd down, 11 for the Braves from their own 30. Another strong start by Alabama State. And that will officially be the end of the first quarter. It's Alabama State 14, Alcorn State 7, here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Wild Wing Sports Cafe in Eastdale Mall is proud to be a part of the ASU family. The mission of Wild Wings is simple: to serve the Montgomery community with a quality product and great service. We look forward to Hornet Nation joining us each week for great football and great food, and join us each Thursday for the Wild Wings Swarm and Sting ASU Football Coaches Show. Wild Wings at Eastdale Mall. Support the team that supports your Hornets.
Second quarter action as the Hornets lead Alcorn State by a score of 14-7. Great presentation in the first quarter by ASU alums. Dr. Sanders contributing $50,000 to Alabama State University, taking the challenge issued last week at the Tennessee State game. Another flag, another false start against Alcorn State.
Number 70 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
So the
game clock to 15 minutes.
Braves somewhat self-destructing here. Back-to-back false start penalties to end the first quarter and begin the second. As we take a look at the first quarter stats, Hornets 124 yards of offense, running 22 plays to 17 for 111 for Alcorn State. So the offense is definitely establishing themselves here in the first quarter. 3 receivers left, 1 right, second down, 16 for Alcorn State. Gibbs in the pocket. He'll throw in the flat to Ragsdale across the 30, tiptoeing down the far sideline, steps out at the 33-yard line. A gain of 8, bringing up third down and 8 for Alcorn State. Three receivers right, 1 left for the Braves. Hornet Nation rising here, urging on the defense on third down. Bunch formation right, 1 receiver again left. Ragsdale now offset to the right. Gibbs in the pocket, looking to take a shot, throws downfield, caught across the 50 to about the Alabama State 43-yard line. Catch made by McKenzie into Alabama State territory.
Yeah, Gibbs completed that pass because he had too much time to pass the ball. We have to develop a better pass rush and get it home to the quarterback.
First and 10 from the Hornet 44 for Alcorn State. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tight end offset left. Along with the running back, Gibbs will roll left and will keep it. Chase down from behind. Ball loose on the field. Appeared he will be called down on contact after a short gain. Gain of 3, second down and 7, but good pursuit by the Hornet defense.
Great pursuit. Now we see they're at least trying to get the ball out. Now they just have to get it out a little sooner.
Gain of 3, second down, 7. From the Hornet 41-yard line. Just underway here, second quarter, Alabama State leading by a score, 14-7. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Gibbs on the keeper, across the 40, still on his feet. Falls forward to near first down yardage. We'll see where they spot the football. Gibbs gained 14 yards on 3 carries in the first quarter. Marked down at the 35. It'll be third and short for the Braves. Both offenses very efficient on third down. The Braves 3 of 3 in the first quarter. Alabama State 4 of 5. Gibbs under center looking for the push. Trying to fall forward, but a flag on the play and another false start against Alcorn State.
That just comes down to being disciplined. You know the snap count. If it's on first sound or 2, you got to be able to stand still until it's time to go. That's all about discipline.
Braves with 5 first quarter penalties, 62 yards. Hornets just 1 for 5. So third down and a long 5 for the Braves. As the clock restarts and counting, 12:30 counting down in the first half. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Gibbs once again in the gun. Running back offset left. Gibbs drops back, looking to throw. Across the middle, caught. Brought down at the 26, first down yardage once again. Payne making the catch for Alcorn State. And once again, a lot of time in that pocket for Gibbs surveying the field finding the open receiver for an Alcorn State first down. 3 receivers right, tight end offset right, along with the running back, make that fullback Baker. Now going in motion. Gibbs will fake and run across the 20, still on his feet. Stood up at the 16-yard line. Hornet defense trying to strip the football away, but Gibbs holds on, appears to have enough for a first down.
This kid is very long. He's 6'6". In 3 steps, he's going to cover 5 to 6 yards. And that's one thing we have to keep him from doing, giving him lanes to run.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Tight end offset right with the running back Ragsdale, who takes the handoff across the 15 to about the 14, short gain on the first down run. Mark down at the 14, second down and 8. 11-11 to play in the first half. Hornets lead by a score of 14-7. And Alcorn slowing down just a bit. Plays being signaled in from Fred Kice, the OC, in the press box, down to Shannon Harris, quarterbacks coach, former Alabama State football coaching staff members. Gibbs on the fake, will throw, caught, stood up at around the 5-yard line. Payne with another catch has enough for an Alcorn State first down to the Alabama State 4-yard line. So first and goal coming up for Alcorn State. Braves with 3 running backs in the backfield surrounding Gibbs once again. Ragsdale on the run inside the 5 down to about the 2-yard line. And definitely a formation they like, Chris. Last possession inside the 10, they ran this very same formation and appeared to be sticking with it. 1 receiver out the side of the formation. 3 in the backfield surrounding Gibbs in the shotgun at quarterback. Under 10 minutes to play, first half. Hornet defense looking for a stop. Gibbs on the keeper. Fumbles across the goal line. Recovered by Alcorn State. Touchdown for the Braves.
That was great penetration by Roger Henderson. They just ran away from his gap.
Break after kick, break after kick.
So the Braves once again an extra point away from tying the score. Both teams with sustained drives here in the first half. Both offenses playing very well. The extra point is up, and it's good. We are tied at 14 with 9:42 to play in the first half here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
We supply over 44,000 square miles of Alabama with electricity every day. We're there no matter what, because our state needs us. And more importantly, you need us. We're dedicated to keeping your power flowing even in the face of extreme weather or even more extreme federal mandates. Dedication. That's how we bring power to Alabama. Alabama Power. Always on.
Once again, a special thank you to Dr. Ruby Coleman Sanders and Dr. Johnny Sanders for their contribution of $50,000 to Alabama State University. Hornets and Braves tied at 14, 9:42 to play in the first half. And Thomas fumbles the kickoff out of bounds at the 5. And you got to be smart there. Know you're going to the sideline. Perhaps a better decision, let it drop. It may go out of bounds. We get it at the 35. Or if it triggers into the end zone, we get it at the 25. Kind of indecisive, but we'll bounce back from it. Uncharacteristic indecision by Khalil Thomas.
Yeah, it's all about just making the smart decisions to benefit the team as a whole. I know he probably wanted to get a few yards, as many yards as he could, but it's about the team right now. And being on the 35 would be a lot better than being on the 5-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Hornets at our 5-yard line. 3 receivers right, or left rather, 1 right. Now Henderson going in motion across the formation. Richardson from the end zone throws behind Davis, incomplete, and had him there. You saw the quick feet, kind of got happy in the end zone, had some time to complete that pass. 2nd down coming up for Alabama State. But a flag on the play, flag deep in the secondary, perhaps 12 Braves on the field. We'll see what the call is. Long discussion by the officials. Referee John Allman with the call.
After the play, personal foul, number 21 on the defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Big break for Alabama State. The 15-yard penalty by Alcorn State gives us some breathing room out of the shadow of our own end zone.
Yeah, you can't keep making foolish penalties. Usually the team with the most penalties is the losing team. And at the rate this is going, if Alcorn keeps committing these stupid fouls, then they're going to lose.
Richardson, the pass in the flat to Davis. Gain of 3 up to the 23-yard line. Of course, had the big catch on the first offensive play this past Sunday. 82-yard scoring pass from Daniel Duhart. Richardson has gone the distance in place of the injured Duhart, has led 2 touchdown drives for Alabama State. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tight end offset right, along with the running back, Thomas in the backfield. Richardson trying to buy some time, will throw it away. 3rd down and 7 coming up for Alabama State with 9:04 to play in the first half. Game tied at 14.
And that was a great decision by Ellis Richardson, throwing the ball away instead of trying to force a play. That's how you cause turnovers. He was smart enough to know nobody's open, no lane to run, get the ball away.
3rd down, 7 for the Hornets, running personnel in and out of the game. Still 20 on the play clock, plenty of time. And timeout called by Alabama State. We'll step aside. 9:04 to play in the first half. We are tied at 14 here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
ASU Athletics is the program of champions. The Hornets have earned back-to-back Commissioner Cup titles as the best all-around sports program in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. In the classroom, more than 175 student athletes each semester earn at least a 3.0 GPA, with more than 50 earning degrees. And with hundreds of hours contributed in community service each year, it's clear to see why Alabama State Athletics is the program of champions. .04 to play in the first half, tied at 14, 37 for Alabama State.
from our own 22-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Richardson changing the play, 5 on the play clock. Thomas offset right in the backfield. Richardson with the snap. Screen to Thomas. Trying to make a move. Forced out of bounds at the 22-yard line. But late flag on the play, perhaps a face mask. We'll see what the final call is by our officiating crew. And Jay Hobson appears to be very upset with the call on the far sideline. Officials still chatting. We will step aside 10 seconds for station ID on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Personal foul. Fouls number 44 on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Just past the 7 o'clock hour here in Montgomery. Outstanding football game between Alabama State and Alcorn State. This game brought to you by Alabama State University. Opportunity is here. To learn more, visit www.alasu.edu. 14-14 game personal foul penalty against Alcorn State gives Alabama State a first down at our own 37-yard line. We'll officially call it the 38. Thomas running right, trying to get to the 40. Stop short, 1, perhaps 2. And another late flag on the play, and we'll see if they catch Alcorn State again for unnecessary roughness in the secondary. Temper starting to get a little chippy here at ASU Stadium. Alcorn already 8 penalties, 87 yards. Perhaps have to go over 100 yards in penalties in the first half.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 1, Alabama State. Number 27, Alcorn. Those fouls will offset. Second down.
Fortunately, they're offset, but we can see from our vantage point, head coach Brian Jenkins giving it to Jameer Hanna. You have to keep your composure. You just have to. But he always gives them the tough love, lets them know the point, but finishes up with a hug, letting them, hey, I'm going to love on you, but doggone, you got to keep your head. Got to stay focused in the moment. So no harm, no foul. Second down and 9 from the 39. Running left. Trying to get outside. Tripped up. Late flag on the play. Joshua Davis on the run. Tripped up at the 45. We'll see what the flag is. The officials have been very busy up to this point. 9 called penalties so far in the first half. Early indication right now against Alabama State.
Personal foul, blocking below the waist, number 7 on the offense. 15-yard penalty, second down.
Unusual to see a running back call for a block below the waist that far down the field, but the officials flagged it as Brian Jenkins tries to get an explanation. That will back us up 15 yards to our own 30-yard line. So second down, 18 coming up. For the Hornets, tied at 14, 8:20 and counting in the first half. 3 receivers right, 1 left for Alabama State. Hornets moving right to left on your radio dial on the ASU Hornet Sports Network in motion. Henderson, Richardson throwing left in the flat to Thomas. A lose 1 defender, forced out at about the 32-yard line. Short gain on the play, 3rd and long coming up for the Hornets. Three receivers right, 1 left. Thomas offset left in the backfield. Richardson with the hard count. Now we'll change the play. Still 15 on the play clock. Now with 10. Still barking signals, but still has plenty of time. 5 on the play clock. Has the snap. Throws in the flat to Thomas. Has some blocking. Can he get the first down? He cannot. But across the 40, actually we'll call him out at the 39-yard line. And the Hornets will be forced to punt.
Dwayne, that was actually a great play call. he got it on the edge after he recognized that they were sending a 6-man pressure.
Go to break after kick. Go to break after kick.
So Vincent on for the punt for Alabama State. Williams on the return for Alcorn. Punt caught at the 30. He is smashed there. Great job by the Hornet special teams. 7:20 to play in the first half. We are tied at 14 on the Alabama State University Hornet Sports Network.
Something big is coming to Atlanta December 19, 2015. Conference Pride is on the line with the first ever Celebration Bowl. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference and the Southwestern Athletic Conference will meet in the newly created Celebration Bowl postseason game. Come witness history as these two HBCU conferences collide at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta on an ESPN network. For more information on the Celebration Bowl, visit SWAC.org or ESPNEvents.com.
7 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the first half. We were tied at 14. Stay with us at halftime as we talk Lady Hornet soccer with head coach Jody Smith, also the Hornet Sports Report, and the compliance tip of the week. Alcorn on offense, 3 receivers left. For quarterback John Gibbs, tight end running back in the backfield. Gibbs will keep it. Good job by Antonio Humphrey right there. Little to no gain, perhaps a loss of 1. Second down coming up for Alcorn State.
That was a great way to be disciplined by Antonio Humphrey. He stayed home and watched his keys. His responsibility is quarterback on zone read. So you stay with your man. And that's where most people mess up at. They violate their eyes by looking at someone else's responsibility, and he did not do that. And that's why he was able to make a tackle for loss.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second down 11 from the Brave 24-yard line. 6:45 to play in the first half. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Gibbs in the pocket. He'll throw the Ragsdale coming out of the backfield across the 30 to about the 31. Gain of 5. Third down and 6 coming up for Alcorn State. Braves 5 for 5 on third downs in the ball game. Alabama State 4 of 6. 3 receivers left, 1 right. 14-14 game, 6-10 and counting in the first half. Gibbs in shotgun formation, has the snap, looking left. Throws caught, all depend on the spot. Hit immediately by Courtney Berry, all depends on the spot. And right now it's going to be very, very close at that 37-yard line. All depends on if it's a left foot spot or right foot spot. Going to be very close. Headlines on this side appears from our vantage point that it's going to be short by half a yard, and that will be the case as the line to gain is exactly that 37-yard line. So fourth down, half a yard for Alcorn State. 5:50 to play in the first half. Offense still on the field. We'll see if the hard count's in play here. Each team with 1 timeout remaining in the first half. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Ragsdale offset right with the tight end. With the snap, Gibbs on the keeper has enough for the first down to about the 39-yard line, and that's showing a lot of confidence, Chris, in your senior quarterback.
He's a leader, man. He's the type of guy that tell his coach to put the team on his back. And being that even though he's not an Alabama State quarterback, I still give him a lot of respect. and he took it into his own hands to get the first down. And what Alabama State as a defense needs to do is hunker down and keep him from getting the first down and running, period.
1st and 10 from the 39. Running left, the fullback hit at the 45-yard line rather. Baker on the run. Gain of 6 on that first down run. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Tied at 14 here at ASU Stadium. Thanks for joining us on the ASU Hornet Sports Network and watching live on Hornet Vision. 2nd down 4. Gibbs with the signals from the sideline. 3 receivers right. Tight end offset right. Baker in the pistol behind Gibbs, who will throw right. Caught across the 45 into Alabama State territory. Flag on the play. Catch made by McKenzie. With the flag thrown, initial indication holding versus Alcorn State.
Holding. Number 88 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So a 10-yard penalty for the offensive hold will keep the Braves on their side of the 50. Play marked back to the 42-yard line.
These penalties keep adding up, but hey, we'll take it.
Absolutely. Braves over 100 yards in penalties in the first half. 2nd down 7 from the Brave 42. 2 receivers on either side. Ragsdale offset right with Gibbs, the quarterback. Has the snap, looking downfield. Throws, receiver fell down, incomplete. 3rd down 7 coming up. Braves 5 of 6 in 3rd down conversions. Did not convert on the earlier 3rd down play, but went for it and was successful on 4th down. 3rd and 7 ahead. 3:57 to play until halftime. Hornet Nation rising, urging on the defense. 3 receivers left. An official timeout.
What's he got?
As the Braves switch linemen, appears some type of uniform malfunction. Now Eric Snow on the line for Alcorn State. Braves will change possession and personnel. Clock now has restarted, 3:50, and now the clock is stopped. Everything being sorted out here. So play clock at 10, game clock at 3:54 and holding. 3 receivers left for the Braves. Gibbs, screen pass, fullback, into Alabama State territory, leaked out of the backfield, uncovered, out of bounds at the Alabama State 40-yard line. Baker on that reception. And Chris talked about the misdirection. That time, fullback leaked, no one saw him.
Yeah, it's all about accountability, especially if you're going to send a pressure. They sent Courtney Berry on the blitz, but nobody was there to account for the fullback coming out of the backfield. I don't know if it was just an assignment, malfunction, or whatever the case may be, but somebody needs to account for him.
Baker running left across the 40, brought down at about the 37-yard line. Gain of 3 on that first down run, 3:25 and counting in the first half, 14-14 game. Three receivers right for Alcorn State. Tight end left along with the running back Ragsdale, now going in motion to the right. Gibbs looking, throwing downfield, caught inside the 20, knocked out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Catch made by George on the right side of the formation. 1st down and 10 for Alcorn from the Hornet 11-yard line. Second time they've come to their offensive right. They found something to take advantage of. 1st and 10 for the Braves from just outside the 11. They can get the first down without a touchdown. 2:45 and counting in the first half. Two receivers left, one right. Gibbs running left. Hit at the 10, maybe to the 9, brought down there. Short gain, second down coming up for Alcorn State. Each team with one timeout remaining. 2:20 and counting in the first half. Braves being very patient here. Second down, 8. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Two receivers left. Gibbs on the keeper, slides down at the 7-yard line. And now they're going to call it officially third down and goal as the sticks are not up. So not sure where the respot happens. So now third down goal for the Braves from the Alabama State 6-yard line. 1:30 and counting in the first half.
Right now, Alabama State's defense has to make sure they keep everything going east and west. They can't allow anything to come up the middle, because that's where Alcorn is trying to get, straight up the middle. You have to force everything to go to the edge.
Bunch formation right. Gibbs looking that direction, throws, nearly intercepted but dropped. Fourth down coming up for Alabama State. And Trey Jenkins would love to have that pass back.
It was a great break on the ball. He read his keys, stuck his foot on the ground, and drove on the ball. It could have been for 6, but unfortunately he dropped the ball. But it was still a great play.
Fourth down coming up, 1:12 to play in the first half. Field goal unit on for Alcorn State. McCraney on for the 24-yard field goal. That'll be backed up another 5. Appears another false start penalty versus Alcorn State.
False start. 65 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
That'll back them up 5. And every little bit helps on the field goal attempt. 1:12 to play first half. So now the spot will be the 19 from the left hash, a 29-yard attempt. George is the holder. Kick is up, and it is good with 1:08 to play in the first half. Alcorn takes the lead, 17-14.
That was a great stand by the defense. They bent a little bit, but they still didn't break. And everyone would rather hold the offense to 3 points instead of 6, possibly 7 if they make the field goal. So that was a pretty good stand by our defense. Now our offense should come back trying to get this score right before half to increase the lead.
One away to play in the first half. Alcorn leads by a score of 17-14. Remember, coming up at halftime, we'll go one-on-one with head soccer coach Jody Smith. Lady Hornets at Jacksonville State tomorrow. Also the Hornet Sports Minute. Cast of 10s to make Hornet Vision happen on the ASU Hornet Sports Network. ASU women's golf student athlete Sylvia Masongo with the Hornet Sports Report. And Director of Compliance Kevin Kendrick with our compliance tip of the week. To watch halftime live, go to twitter.com/ASU Buzz. We'll be periscoping the halftime performances by both bands. Thomas from the goal line. Knocked down near the 15-yard line. And that's where the Hornets will take over at about the 16, 1:02 to play in the first half. Braves lead 17-14. Hornets trailing for the first time tonight. One timeout remaining, 62 seconds. We'll see how aggressive the Hornets will play it here.
And this is where that 1 minute offense kicks in. The offense they've been in training camp for, situational offense, and getting ready to take the lead right before the half. But now you have to come aggressive. This is where you take your shot. This is where you go back to the running game on first down and get a chunk of yards, then go for the shot for the kill.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Richardson trying to buy time, rolling right. Gets out of bounds at the 12-yard line, stops the clock with 56 seconds remaining, and perhaps what you'd like to see him do, throw it out of bounds to save those yards. But the clock does stop with 56 seconds remaining. Three receivers left, 1 right, 1 timeout remaining for both teams. Thomas offset right. He gets the handoff. Tripped up near the 15, had a running lane, and if he's not tripped up, perhaps could get enough for the first down. As it stands, 45 seconds and counting, 3rd and long coming up for Alabama State. Braves appear to want to let us run the clock. We'll see how patient we'll be here. Clock at 33 and counting. Still 20-plus on the play clock. So Richardson will sit and wait as the Braves will let us do so. Game clock at 25, play clock now at 15. And we'll let it go as long as we can. Play clock now at 10 and counting. 15 on the game clock. Richardson now set. Takes the snap. Gives to Thomas across the 15, brought down at the 16-yard line. And Alcorn State will call this final timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the first half.
Timeout, Alcorn. That's their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
So with 2 seconds to play, we know the block will be on. Very critical for our punt protection to give him time to get that punt off.
That's when you go to the quick punt. Usually punters take 2 or 3 steps before they drop it and go, but this is just a quick snap and go. No steps, just drop and kick to get it out of there so you won't increase the chances of your punt being blocked and causing another touchdown off your turnover.
So 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Very exciting ball game. Hornets proving they are a game against the defending SWAC and HBCU national champions through the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's all about adjustment. They're going into halftime. I'm pretty sure Coach Jenkins and his staff will make the proper adjustments and realignment to get the offense and our defense in place.
So offense, second half. Offense still in the field as we'll kind of just take the snap and run around and let the game clock run out. So a good decision that time, just instead of the potential punt block, we'll just take a knee and go to the halftime. Hornets trail by a score of 17-14. Chris, your assessment of the first half.
Well, the Hornets came out strong, establishing the run game, which opened up a lot of other windows and options for different play calling to gain more yardage in passing and running. Alcorn tried to do the same thing, but their offense didn't open up the way Alabama State's did. The Hornet offense and defense made minor mistakes that can be readjusted as far as their blocking, not holding the blocks long enough. But I'm pretty sure their coaching staff will let them know in the locker room you got to hold that block a little longer, because there were 3 different times where Khalid Thomas, if you would have held the block longer, the running back could have got out and broke for 20-plus yards. And that's the difference between the game, those big plays. Turning them from 12-yard plays to 20 to 30-plus plays.
Alcorn State 17, Alabama State 14. It's halftime. Coming up, we'll go one-on-one as Peter Houlihan talks with Hornet ladies soccer coach Jody Smith. Plus, we'll talk with the Hornet Sports Report and the compliance tip of the week here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
American Lube Fast is proud to partner with Hornet Athletics. American Lube Fast is dedicated to protecting your car and your family. We are a preventive maintenance car care center, performing a 21-point vehicle inspection with every oil change. Ask for the Hornet Pride promotion and get a discount on your vehicle service while supporting Hornet Athletics. American Lube Fast. Support the team that supports your Hornets.
Purchase tickets for Hornet football in person at the ASU ticket office or by calling 334-229-4551. Single game tickets start at just $10 online. That's right, just $10 online at BamaStateSports.com/tickets. The Hornets will host Grambling State next Saturday at 6 p.m. in the Prince Hall Masons Americanism Football Classic at ASU Stadium. Get your tickets now!
This is Peter Houlihan here with ASU head women's soccer coach Jody Smith. We're going to talk a little bit about soccer here today during this halftime and discuss all things Hornet Nation and a little bit beyond into soccer. So, Coach, the program, you've been here for this is going to be your 9th season now, and you've been able to get a little more successful as the years have gone on. The team had won 14 games 2 seasons ago and 11 this past year, getting ever closer to that conference championship that you've looked for. What have you seen since the program has evolved?
Well, we've certainly come a long way since I first started. You can see the growth of the program, and it really starts with facilities. The university's made a great commitment to giving us a quality facility to play in. Certainly that's something that recruits look at. And our staffing has we've gone from no assistant coach to a full-time assistant as well as a graduate assistant. So when you start having those types of things in place, it makes the sell to a recruit a lot easier when they can come around and see the facilities that we have on campus, the new football stadium, the weight room, the academic facility that's getting ready to come online next semester. There's so many good things going on that's easy to sell.
Certainly the program just keeps getting more and more competitive. You have not shied away from any of that. You definitely schedule some tough opponents from some big-time conferences. We faced a lot of Sun Belt teams, facing teams from the Big Sky and the WAC as well. What was your thinking just kind of in facing teams from not only the region but also going out west as well this year?
Well, as you grow your program and you want to play good competition, and as you grow your program, it makes scheduling those types of games easier because they're looking for competitive matches as well. One thing all coaches are kind of concerned about is about their RPI and how that relates into the national seeding for a possible at-large bid to the tournament. So as we've improved, the opportunities to play good teams has definitely grown as well. Generally speaking, we try to always schedule, if we can, 2 out-of-region type games. Last weekend, we had the opportunity to play out in Arizona against Northern Arizona and Grand Canyon University, which was a great experience for our girls. And then my philosophy has always been, we want to go out and play teams. Players want to play good teams. They don't want to beat a team 10-0. They want to make sure that we're playing quality competition. Again, that is an area that helps in recruiting, because players know that you're going to play a good competitive schedule. And we've also been able to bring in quality competition to the ASU soccer complex. One of the things I really focus on is that we'll go play you, but you're going to have to come play us at our place, and that's something that we're trying to improve. This past weekend, yesterday, Friday, we play Georgia Southern, another good Sun Belt team. And we went on the road last year and played them at their place. So, as you look to schedule, you want to play quality teams, and then you also want to play quality teams at home in front of your home fans. So those are the things that we've been focusing on as it relates to scheduling.
One of the great things that the team was able to do was go to the southwestern United States and play in Phoenix and in Flagstaff, and the team got to go to the Grand Canyon. We made the trip up there, and it was a great time for the girls. What do you hope the girls kind of took away from the experience of going to someplace like the Grand Canyon with all these great sights?
Well, certainly, you want to make a little bit of a business trip because there are 2 games at hand, but a lot of times kids don't get a chance to see other things that they've learned and read about, and there's a lot of learning that will obviously take place outside the classroom. So anytime you get a chance to take your team to experience things off the field, I think it's a learning experience and a great team experience that they will look back on as they mature and grow and graduate out of the university as a great experience that they got a chance to see and do those things. And again, as we schedule, we want to do those things. I think it's a great opportunity to teach and learn.
Coach, you didn't get too close to the edge on any of those Grand Canyon pictures, though, did you?
No. I had to pull some of the players back a couple times with their feet hanging off the ledge. But no, I stayed on good, solid ground. I let them venture out a little bit.
That's good to know. And the U.S. women's soccer team, such a great story from this past summer. A lot of great moments, and for them to get back over the hump and get it done. What were your thoughts on just watching that team come together and able to, come together for such a great accomplishment for something like the World Cup?
Well, to see the women's game grow the way it has, and to see the attendance in the stadiums is something that as you follow women's soccer, is definitely a growing phenomenon. For our women's national team to get their 3rd star for winning a world championship is huge. We hadn't won one in a few years. It was nice to see a great player like Abby Wambach finally win one. But we had a lot of young players step up. Morgan Bryan, who was just a recent college graduate, the Herman Trophy winner, was a major contributor on the team. So to see a team gel, kind of come together in a tournament, I think it was a great thing. Obviously great for our country. It always breeds excitement. Americans always want to cheer for the U.S., and I think we saw that on radio and TV and the press coverage that the team got. And more so, again, it just reinvigorates our players into seeing what the possibility is for them.
Thank you, Peter, and thank you, Coach Smith. Up next, we'll have your Hornet Sports Report and the Compliance Tip of the Week here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
This is ASU Women's Golf Student Athlete Sylvia Masango with your ASU Sports Report. Be sure to get the latest news on our official website at BamaStateSports.com. ASU Athletics continues to be the program of champions. Congratulations to our Hornet student athletes who won the Commissioner's Cup for the 2nd straight year as the best all-round sports program in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Join us each Thursday at 6 p.m. for the Wild Wings ASU Football Coaches Show with head coach Brian Jenkins. Come be part of the live audience at the Eastdale Mall location while enjoying great food and beverage specials each Thursday night. If you can't join us in person, listen live on the ASU Hornet Sports Network. ASU soccer will play Jacksonville State University Sunday at 1 p.m. The Lady Hornets return home Friday, September 25th versus Howard at 7 p.m. at the ASU Soccer Complex. Next weekend, ASU Volleyball will compete in the Central Arkansas Tournament. Volleyball will host its home opener also on Friday, September 25th versus Alcorn State at 7 p.m. at Lockhart Gym. Also next Saturday, September 19th, the ASU cross-country teams will compete in the Commodore Classic in Nashville, Tennessee. Also next Saturday, ASU football will host Grambling State at the Prince Hall Masons Americanism Football Classic at 6 p.m. at the ASU Stadium. Get your single game tickets by calling 334-229-4551. Tickets can also be purchased online at BamaStateSports.com/tickets. Single game tickets start at just $10 online. I'm ASU women's golf student athlete Sylvia Masango, and that's your ASU Sports Report. For more information on all 18 student athlete teams, visit BamaStateSports.com.
Show your Bama State spirit by supporting Hornet Pride 365, a great giving initiative that supports ASU student athletes. For more information and to give, visit BamaStateSports.com/Hornet Pride 365.
This is Kevin Kendrick, Director of Compliance, bringing you your compliance tip of the week. Alabama State University is hosting a few football prospects this weekend. One of the prospects is bringing his brother, a 10th grader. Is it permissible for ASU to provide meals to the prospect-age brother? NCAA legislation says yes, with conditions. Legislation states that in football, it is permissible for an institution to provide meals during an official visit to the sibling of a prospective student athlete who is also prospect age or is being recruited by the institution without constituting an official visit for the prospective student athlete's sibling, provided no recruitment of the sibling occurs during the visit. Always remember, ask before you act.
Wild Wing Sports Cafe in Eastdale Mall is proud to be a part of the ASU family. The mission of Wild Wings is simple: to serve the Montgomery community with a quality product and great service. We look forward to Hornet Nation joining us each week for great football and great food, and join us each Thursday for the Wild Wings Swarm and Sting ASU Football Coaches Show. Wild Wings at Eastdale Mall. Support the team that supports your Hornets.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas to form a sturdy, spirited association. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. From the southeastern region of the United States in Alabama to the second largest state in the country in Texas, the parishes of Louisiana through the Mississippi River, and the natural state of Arkansas, students from all over the world demonstrate the ability to perform, achieve, and excel in scholastic activities. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. Create your world of contacts and friendships that last a lifetime. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We will always carry a spirit of respect and competition. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
Listen live each Thursday at 6 p.m. for the Wild Wing Swarm and Sting ASU Football Coaches Show with Brian Jenkins. Come and be a part of the live audience at the Eastdale Mall location, or tune in weekly on the ASU Hornet Sports Network as we talk Hornet football. Come and enjoy great food and beverage specials as we get you ready for the upcoming game. That's the Wild Wing Swarm and Sting ASU Football Coaches Show, Thursday at 6 p.m. here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Started my Camry, went to the auction, won a storage locker, found an old guitar. Tracked down the previous owner. Reunited them. Hit the jackpot.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota. Let's go places.
Alabama State University Athletics is the program of champions. ASU student athletes have earned back-to-back Commissioner Cup trophies as the best all-around sports program in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And while ASU Athletics has earned 20 SWAC division, regular season, conference, or tournament titles in the past 2 seasons, success has also been achieved in the classroom. More than 170 student athletes in the past 4 semesters have earned at least a 3.0 GPA, with an average of more than 20 each semester earning a perfect 4.0 GPA. In the community, the Hornet student athletes contribute hundreds of hours of community service each year in giving back to the River region. Alabama State University Athletics is the program of champions in competition, in the classroom, and in the community.
We are moments away from the start of the second half. Alcorn State leads the Hornets by a score of 17-14. Dwayne Lewis with former Hornet football player Chris Terry. And Chris, as we expected, a lot of offense in the first half. Let's start with the play of quarterback Ellis Richardson making his first start. 6 of 10, 44 yards, has been decisive running the ball for 47 yards, leading 2 scoring drives in the first 30 minutes of play.
Yeah, Ellis Richardson, he's an athletic quarterback. He's more decisive when it comes to running, like I said earlier. And as showed in the first half, he can really beat you with his feet. And I honestly feel like he should use that more to his advantage. And when he has a chance to escape, go. Sometimes he has second-guessed himself and tried to look for his third option or whatever instead of just running.
Conversely, Offensive Player of the Year and quarterback John Gibbs has been as advertised. 17 of 21 passing, 197 yards, also has rushed 443 yards and a running touchdown.
John Gibbs, he's one of the better quarterbacks in this league as well. Athletic and can pass just as good as he can run, but he's looking slightly too comfortable in the pocket. At times he's been a little jittery when we pressured him a little bit, but our front 3 or 4 or whoever we are going to send at him has to get home fast enough. And that's what we didn't do in the first half, get there fast enough. And that's why he was able to pick us apart in some areas.
Hornets 153 yards of offense in the first half, 283 yards total offense for Alcorn State. Big number for Alcorn State, 12 penalties, 117 yards. as opposed to just 3 penalties, 15 yards for Alabama State. Definitely a stat that will please head coach Brian Jenkins. Hornets right now trailing by a score of 17-14 as we're just about set for the second half kickoff. Hornets will receive to begin third quarter action. Again, Ellis Richardson at quarterback, 6 of 10 completions for 44 yards. Also ran 4 times for 47 yards. Alex Anderson with 4 carries for 32 yards. Khalid Thomas with 7 runs for 22 yards. And Robert Pritchard with 1 carry for 8 yards. Hornets 109 rushing yards in the first half compared to just 60 all last week versus Tennessee State. So good numbers on the ground for the Hornets, only trailing by a score of 17-14. Two great halftime shows by the Sounds of Dynamite and the Mighty Marching Hornets, and we are underway in the second half. And Thomas will take a knee for Alabama State and will begin 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And we talked about John Gibbs being very comfortable. I think for the most part, Richardson kept his poise at quarterback. The 2 early touchdown drives definitely gave him a shot of confidence as this game progressed, and now we'll see how he progresses here in the second half as, again, Hornets on offense to begin third quarter action. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Barnes, the tight end. The backfield offset left with Thomas, the running back. Richardson on the keep, running left across the 30, knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line, sends an Alcorn defender flying. Good 8-yard gain for Richardson on the first play of the second half.
And that was also a smart decision by hurrying up to get out of bounds and not taking as much contact as he had to.
2nd down 2 from the 33. Same formation for the Hornets. Thomas running right near the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it. The initial indication right now, he'll be short by about a half a yard. So the Hornets go big, bringing in another tight end, 3rd down and short from just outside the 35. 2 receivers right, double tight end formation. And on second effort, has enough for the first down. I believe that was Thomas on the run. Yes, Khalid Thomas at the bottom of the pile. 1st and 10 for the Hornets from the 36-yard line. And a key early 3rd down conversion for the Hornet offense.
Yeah, 3rd down conversion is very big. And it seems as if they're trying to get back to their bread and butter, the running game, just like they were doing in the first quarter and the second quarter.
Hornets 4 of 6 in the first half on 3rd down conversions from the 36. Richardson dropping back to pass, trying to buy some time. He is sacked for the first time today. First sack of the game for either team. Michael Brooks from his defensive end position sacks Richardson inside the Hornet 30. Back to the 28-yard line. 2nd down 18. Just underway here in the second half. Alcorn State 17, Alabama State 14. Richardson in the pocket. Has the snap. Looking right, throws, caught. Trying to turn upfield near that 35-yard line. Good gain on the play. Pass from Richardson to Ephraim Henderson. So gets some of the yardage back. 3rd down, long 12 for Alabama State. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Thomas the offset back to the right. Richardson will change the play, still 20 on the play clock. Still plenty of time now, 7-6 on the clock, has the play, has the ball. Draw play, Thomas near the 40 but short of the first down, and Alabama State will be forced to punt. So Alabama State able to move the ball somewhat, but we'll have to punt on our first possession of the second half. Vincent takes a low snap, gets the punt off. Low kick down at the 34-yard line. But fumble on the play. And the Hornets have the football. First takeaway of the game, and the Hornets will maintain possession.
This is a great momentum swing for the ASU Hornets. Now our team as a whole is building up confidence, and our offense is in good yardage, in good situations. We're in the 30 in and our plus. And now this is the time to take a shot and go for 6.
Hornets stay on offense. 1st and 10 from the Brave 32-yard line. Big break for the Hornets. Let's cash it in and get this lead back. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Anderson running right. Falls forward across the 30 near the Alcorn 28-yard line. Let's give him 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up.
That was a great momentum swing. Him fumbling the punt. And now this is where you capitalize on other teams' mistakes.
Richardson running left on the keeper, trying to get outside, knocked out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. But a positive game, bringing up 3rd down and 4 for Alabama State. They'll spot the ball actually at the 27-yard line. So 3rd and a long 4 for the Hornets. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Henderson coming in motion to the near side. Richardson looking right, throws downfield. Incomplete pass thrown behind Joshua Davis. 4th down coming up once again for Alabama State. Offense will stay on the field. Fourth down, 5 from the 27. Brian Jenkins trying to get a reset as the ball was misspotted. Nothing doing, 10 and counting on the play clock. And now we do get the play clock reset, now back to 20. So plenty of time. 4th down, long 4, short 5, offense on the field for Alabama State. And Jay Hobson calls timeout. So we'll stay right here. We'll stay right here, away in this 4th down play.
A 30-second timeout.
So as an offense right now, Chris Terry, what's important for us to be successful to gain this 1st down?
Execute. First we have to start off blocking and giving the quarterback enough time to execute and hand the ball off or give the ball to his designated receiver. And if we do that, we can get a 1st down, and this is where we have to capitalize. They set it up for us in good field position and positive yardage to score. Now all we have to do is execute.
Both teams break the huddle from their respective sidelines. So 2 receivers left, 2 right, 4th down for Alabama State. Richardson calling signals. Now he'll change the play. Still 15 on the play clock. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Thomas the offset back on the left side. Actually make that Anderson. Offset left in the backfield. Richardson with the snap. Tries to buy some time. He is sacked at the 35 and will turn over on downs. So we'll step aside with 10:49 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's Alcorn State 17, Alabama State 14 here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Hornet Athletics and American Lube Fast are proud to announce the Hornet Pride Rewards Program. Visit any of our 55 locations and say Hornet Pride you'll receive a 10% discount on every visit, and American Lube Fast will make a contribution to Hornet Athletics. American Lube Fast. Support the team that supports your Hornets.
For all the latest news on Hornet Athletics, visit BamaStateSports.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. Download our free mobile app at BamaStateSports.com/social media. Braves first and 10 from their own 34. Throwing left, pass complete across the 35-yard line. Catch made by McKenzie. Alcorn his first possession of the third quarter, leading 17-14 with 10:42 to play in the third quarter. Gain of 3 on the play, second down and 7 from the 37-yard line. Two receivers right, one left, tight end in the backfield. Appears to be Ragsdale in the pistol behind Gibbs. Reverse, running left, trying to get outside. Good pursuit by the Hornet defense. As Warford is cut down for a loss. Good pursuit by the Hornet defense. In the mix, Darius Washington.
That was a great way to swarm to the ball, because once the first defender missed it, everyone else was there to make up for his miss. And that's what makes great defenses great. Tackling. Swarm tackling.
Alcorn 6 for 9 in third down conversions in the first half. Third down 10 from the 34. Two receivers left, two right. Ragsdale, the running back, offset left. 3 down lineman for Alabama State. Gibbs looking left, ball deflected, incomplete. Appeared that Ghost appeared in the backfield, deflected that pass, 3 and out for the Alcorn State offense.
That was a way to get home by Roger Henderson. Forcing to throw the ball early and uncomfortable.
So a great 3 and out defensively to start the half for Alabama State. Thomas awaits the punt at the 20. Good kick. He'll call for a fair catch and will take it at the 19-yard line. Hornets will go on offense with 9:29 to play in the third quarter, trailing by a score of 17-14. So after that great 3 and out, offense back on the field, had some first downs in that first possession, that first drive earlier. Let's keep that momentum going. Richardson, who has started and played throughout in place of injured Daniel Duhart, leads the offense back on the field. Two receivers left, two right. Thomas, the running back, offset left. Henderson going in motion, running right. Thomas falls forward, actually tripped up at the 20-21-yard line. We'll step aside 10 seconds for station ID on the ASU Hornet Sports Network. Nine minutes and counting, third quarter. Richardson throws right to Thomas, tries to lose one defender, cannot, brought down for a short loss, back to the 17-yard line. Hornet football versus Alcorn State here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network, powered by Alabama State University. Opportunity is here. To learn more, visit www.alasu.edu. Third and long, three receivers left, one right. Richardson in the backfield, rolling right, trying to find an open receiver. Now coming back left, has some room, across the 15, forced out near the 20-yard line, and he will be out of bounds there. And the Hornets will be forced to punt. So 3 and out that time for the Alabama State offense, unable to get a first down. So Vincent on to punt for Alabama State. Williams sets to receive for Alcorn at his own 45. Nice punt by Vincent, will be caught, and fair caught by Williams at the 44. We'll step aside. 7:58 to play, third quarter. Alcorn State 17, Alabama State 14 here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Show your Bama State spirit by supporting Hornet Pride 365, a great giving initiative that supports ASU student athletes. For more information and to give, visit BamaStateSports.com/Hornet Pride 365.
.58 to play, third quarter. Braves 17, Hornets 14. Short run up the middle. Baker on that carry for Alcorn State, gain of about 2 to the 48-yard line.
And that was a great read by Antonio Humphrey of setting the edge and making him cut back up before he was ready to.
3 receivers left for Alcorn State. Tight end offset left. The big back in the backfield is Baker. Gets the handoff across midfield into Hornet territory, still moving forward. Gets progress to about the 47 of Alabama State. Third down and a long 3 coming up. Actually, third and short 3, about 2.5. On the defense, went 3 and out on the first possession of the third quarter, trying to do it again here to the Alcorn State offense. 2 receivers left, 1 right, tight end to the left. Baker in the pistol, running left, trying to get enough of the first down. He does across the 40, still going, brought down at the Alabama State 31-yard line.
Looks like Alcorn are trying to develop that run game to run some clock off.
First down run for Baker, now replaced by Ragsdale. 1st and 10 from the 31 officially of Alabama State. Gibbs throws in the flat, caught across the 30, across the 25, brought down about the 23-yard line. Vessel on the catch for Alcorn State.
That was a great tackle by Trey Jenkins in the open field.
The spot down to the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 3 for Alcorn State. 3 receivers left. Tight in the backfield, offset left with Ragsdale, offset right, a step behind Gibbs. Looking left, throws, bobbled, caught, big hit at the 25-yard line. Short gain. It appears we have an injury timeout. Hornet play on the far side being attended to. Jenkins being attended to by the ASU medical staff, trying to make sure he's okay. Laid a big hit at the 25-yard line, stopping the momentum. He will walk off the field being attended to by the ASU athletic training staff. Now good to see him jogging off under his own power. Big 3rd down and 4 ahead for this Alabama State defense. 5:44 to play in a fast-moving third quarter. Braves lead 17-14. Clock now will restart. 3 receivers right. Tight end left, running back offset right. Gibbs will audible at the line. Still plenty of time on the play clock with 25 and counting. Still running through signals. Tight end Moore now offsets right. Running back Ragsdale now offset to the left. Ragsdale on the keeper up the middle. 10-5. Touchdown, Alcorn State.
That's a dagger. Right after an injury of your starting safety, Trey Jenkins, this is not the place you want to be right now.
Up the middle run for Ragsdale. Touchdown for Alcorn State. Braves extend to a 23-14 lead. Extra point pending. Still plenty of time. 5:06 to play, third quarter. Extra point is up, and it is good. 5:06 to play, third quarter. Alcorn State 24, Alabama State 14 on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
5 days of non-stop action in the Lone Star State takes place March 8th through the 12th when the 2016 Toyota SWAC Basketball Tournament returns to Houston, Texas. Fans can engage in all events at the Toyota Center with concerts and parties happening live all week long. Catch all the men's and women's action and see how history will be made. The 2016 Toyota SWAC Basketball Tournament, March 8th through 12th in Houston, Texas at the Toyota Center. Visit SWAC.org for the latest updates.
5:06 to play, third quarter. Alcorn State 24, Alabama State 14. Got to get some offense going here in the third quarter. Thomas under the kickoff, fields it at the 4, going up the middle. Across the 20, has some room across the 30, across the 40. Brought down at the 47-yard line, and just what this offense needed, Chris Terry, a big play in special teams.
And this is a great momentum swing as well. A big run, 40-plus yard return, and that gives your offense more initiative to go and score. Khalid Thomas has gotten them this far. Now we have to go finish. That should be your mindset.
1st and 10 for Alabama State from our own 48-yard line. Richardson on the keeper, trying to go outside, cuts it back in, goes down for a short loss. They'll give him back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10 from our 48. One receiver left, 2 right. Barnes in the backfield, tight end position. Anderson, the running back. Richardson trying to run. Gets down, takes a loss back to the 46-yard line. 3rd down and 12 coming up. Very important player for the Alabama State offense, and appeared at the last second, did a good job of ducking to allow 2 Alcorn players to run into themselves. One player is down right now for Alcorn State. Defensive end Ramonte Bell being attended to by the Alcorn State medical staff. And definitely a physical game, a fast-moving game. Chris, you played this game for a long time. Never like to see any player go down, whether friend or foe.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You never want to see anyone go down for no reason. I don't care who it is, even if he's not on your team. Injuries, especially all the injuries that happen now, the most common injuries are ACL, concussion. That can end a person's career right off the jump. Concussion, that's trouble with the brain, your knees. You need your knees to do everything. Just simple things as walking, getting out of bed.
Medical staffs for both teams doing a very good job. Want to assess the situation, make sure the player is okay. You see Alcorn's medical staff right now. Coach Jay Hobson out there, as was Brian Jenkins when Trey Jenkins went down. Want to be sure the welfare of your teammate and your player. It appears that we'll have some additional medical attention here for the Alcorn State player, Ramonte Bell. We will step aside for a brief timeout here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
This is ASU Women's Golf Student Athlete Sylvia Masango with your ASU Sports Report. Be sure to get the latest news on our official website at BamaStateSports.com. ASU Athletics continues to be the program of champions. Congratulations to our Hornet student athletes who won the Commissioner's Cup for the 2nd straight year as the best all-round sports program in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Join us each Thursday at 6 p.m. for the Wild Wings ASU Football Coaches Show with head coach Brian Jenkins. Come be part of the live audience at the Eastdale Mall location while enjoying great food and beverage specials each Thursday night. If you can't join us in person, listen live on the ASU Hornet Sports Network. ASU soccer will play Jacksonville State University Sunday at 1 p.m. The Lady Hornets return home Friday, September 25th versus Howard at 7 p.m. at the ASU Soccer Complex. Next weekend, ASU Volleyball will compete in the Central Arkansas Tournament. Volleyball will host its home opener also on Friday, September 25th versus Alcorn State at 7 p.m. at Lockhart Gym. Also next Saturday, September 19th, the ASU cross-country teams will compete in the Commodore Classic in Nashville, Tennessee. Also next Saturday, ASU football will host Grambling State at the Prince Hall Masons Americanism Football Classic at 6 p.m. at the ASU Stadium. Get your single game tickets by calling 334-229-4551. Tickets can also be purchased online at BamaStateSports.com/tickets. Single game tickets start at just $10 online. I'm ASU Women's Golf Student Athlete Sylvia Masango, and that's your ASU Sports Report. For more information on all 18 student athlete teams, visit BamaStateSports.com.
Alabama State University Athletics is the program of champions. ASU student athletes have earned back-to-back Commissioner Cup trophies as the best all-around sports program in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And while ASU Athletics has earned 20 SWAC division, regular season, conference, or tournament titles in the past 2 seasons, success has also been achieved in the classroom. More than 170 student athletes in the past 4 semesters have earned at least a 3.0 GPA. with an average of more than 20 each semester, earning a perfect 4.0 GPA. In the community, the Hornet student athletes contribute hundreds of hours of community service each year in giving back to the River region. Alabama State University Athletics is the program of champions in competition, in the classroom, and in the community.
Minutes and 11 seconds to play in the third quarter here at ASU Stadium. Game delayed due to an injury to Alcorn State defensive end Ramonte Bell out of Bartow, Florida. Chris Terry, as a former player, when these situations happen, whether it's to a teammate, to a competitor, how do you refocus and try to block out what happened? What is the thought process after you seeing a player carted off the field after extended timeout?
First off, you want to hope that everything is okay. It's nothing is too serious. But if you're a player on the sideline trying to refocus, it kind of takes a toll on your adrenaline rush as a player, because everything has calmed down and slowed down. So your blood and your juices are not pumping and flowing as fast and as hard. So now you have to get back in game mode, like ready to attack. And if it is one of your teammates, you're going out there to play for your brother. And get revenge. I wouldn't say revenge as in hurting someone else's player. Take it out on the field in a fair and square way and put up more points on the board and stop offenses.
Bell being placed on a cart. Both medical staffs working together to ensure the safety of the young man as best they could at that point. Now being carted off in the Gator. Got a nice hand from the crowd here in attendance. Definitely our thoughts and prayers to him for a positive medical report. So now both teams will have to refocus. Alabama State back on offense, 3rd down and 12 from our own 46-yard line. Hornets trailing by a score of 24-14. Trying to build some momentum here in this third quarter. Just 11 yards of offense to this point. Richardson dropping back, rolling right. He will run across the 50, hit, dropped at the 47. 4th down coming up for Alabama State. So a decisive run that time by the redshirt freshman, but with 12 to gain, got about half of that. Punt team on for Alabama State. Vincent on to punt. Williams to receive for Alcorn State. Rugby style kick takes an Alabama State bounce and will go out of bounds on the far side near the 20-yard line. And they'll mark it at the 23, and that's where Alcorn State will take over with 3:23 remaining in the third quarter.
Now's the time that the Hornet defense come out and say, hey, we need to stop right here. We need a forced fumble. We need a turnover or possibly score some points. They help uplift the offense. It seems like the offense is in a kind of I wouldn't say a drop, but they're kind of rocky right now, trying to find their identity again this second half. And now's the time that the defense and Courtney Berry leads his defense to get more turnovers.
1st and 10 for the Braves from their own 23. Gibbs will fake the handoff, throw it back to the near side, caught across the 25, still running on the far side, across the 31st down, forced out at the 40. Catch made by Warford for Alcorn State, gain of 17 for the Braves. First down 10 from the 41. 3:05 and counting, third quarter. Gibbs faced the handoff once again. Diving catch made once again. Warford across the 45. They'll mark him down at the 45. Gain of 4. Second down and 6 coming up. Braves slowing the pace down just a bit. 2:40 and counting, third quarter. Already under 20 on the play clock. 3 receivers left. Tight end left. Running back Baker offset right. Gets the ball running left, trying to get outside. Moves forward near midfield. We'll see where the spot is. It appears to be near the 49 on the Alcorn side of the 50. Third down and 2 coming up. Big opportunity for the Alabama State defense. Braves, 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Baker, the running back, offset right. Gibbs looking left, will throw to Baker coming out of the backfield. Across the 50, has enough for the first down, but there is a flag on the play. Initial indication against Alcorn State.
Holding. Number 7 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Third down.
Holding called on the receiver, Jordan Payne, will back the Braves up 10.
And it looks like the starter safety, Trey Jenkins, is back in the game as well.
Good to see Trey back on the field. Hornets need a big stop here. Got the break on the holding penalty. 3rd and long coming up for Alcorn State. Fans trying to urge on the defense here with 1:44 to play and counting in the third quarter. Alcorn the only scoring in this half thus far. Touchdown leading by 10 now, 24-14. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Running back Ragsdale, offset left. Gibbs with the ball in the pocket, has plenty of time, throws across the middle, and it is caught, running free. 10, touchdown, Alcorn State. Catch made by George, running down the right side. So after getting the holding penalty, setting up a very manageable 3rd and 12, Braves hit the big play to extend the lead.
This is not a situation you want to be in as a Alabama State Hornet defense, as a team in general. At some point, you're going to have to step up and say, hey, guys, enough is enough. We have to put our foot down and stop these guys from scoring, cause more turnovers.
So the big scoring play by Alcorn State. Braves with their second touchdown of the third quarter. Extra point is up and good with 1:15 to play in the third quarter. Hornets trail by a score of 31-14. And since that first quarter, Chris Terry, unable to get points on the board. News to say, staying the obvious here, but very important offensive drive ahead for Alabama State, needing to get some type of positive momentum and points on the scoreboard.
Well, Ellis Richardson, the quarterback, he seems to be a little rattled. They're sending people at him from different directions. I think all he needs to do is just calm down a little bit, and everything will be back to normal how it was in the first quarter. Hand the ball off, give it to Khalid Thomas and Alex Anderson for big gains, and then if Ellis decides to pull it, it's a bonus. His running ability is a bonus. And now we just have to take bigger shots down the field to our receivers, Josh Davis, Jameer Hanna, Ephraim Henderson, and everything will work out.
16 plays run by the Hornets here in the third quarter. Unfortunately, just 17 yards. Got to get some first downs. Just one first down in the third quarter to this point, but still plenty of time to go. We've seen the big playability of this offense. Just got to get some points on the board, preferably a touchdown. Get it back to a 2-score game. Let's go to the fourth quarter, get our crowd behind us, and rally and see if we can steal this game in the waning moments. But right now, Alcorn, as I mentioned earlier, 14 second-half points have extended to a 31-14 lead, 1:15 to play in the third quarter. Kickoff will go through the end zone for a touchback. Hornets to take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Basketball season just around the corner. Late Night Madness, Friday, October 9th, 9 p.m. in the Dunn Oliver Dome, featuring the men's basketball team and the 2015 SWAC tournament champion, ASU Lady Hornets. Part of a triple header Friday night, with soccer hosting Southern, volleyball hosting Jackson State prior to the October 10th home football game versus Southern. First things first, Richardson will hand off to Thomas, trying to run left. Gain of about 2 to the 27-yard line. Second down, 8 coming up. Clock under 1 minute to play, third quarter. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Thomas offset left next to Richardson. Has the snap. Looking right, throws. In and out of the hands, incomplete. Henderson unable to hold on. Third down coming up for Alabama State. And definitely can't afford drops at this stage of the game. Hornets 5 of 11 on third downs. Same formation with 43 seconds to play in the third quarter. Richardson has time, rolling to his right. Throws incomplete. And a 3-and-out situation for the Alabama State offense. And will be forced to punt. Vincent on again for Alabama State. 36 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Williams once again deep to receive for Alcorn State. Vincent gets off the punt. Williams will let it bounce, takes an Alcorn bounce, and is down to cross the 40-yard line for Alcorn State with 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Just 1 turnover so far, that forced by the Hornet defense, Chris Terry. Got to get more of those plays as it starts to get late in the evening, trailing 31-14 with a few seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Right now, it's about your senior leadership. We need Antonio Humphrey and Courtney Berry to pick these guys up, because it seems like they're a little down and down on themselves. But the game is nowhere near over. It's a whole nother quarter left, and it's enough time to come back tied up and still win.
Absolutely. Plenty of time, still 15-plus minutes remaining. Got to get a stop here late in the third quarter. Ragsdale running left across the 40. Hit brought down near the 44-yard line on what could be the final play of the third quarter. Clock at 10 seconds and counting. Braves appear to be content with letting the time run out. And that is the final play of the third quarter. After 3, Alcorn State 31, Alabama State 14 here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Wild Wing Sports Cafe in Eastdale Mall is proud to be a part of the ASU family. The mission of Wild Wings is simple: to serve the Montgomery community with a quality product and great service. We look forward to Hornet Nation joining us each week for great football and great food, and join us each Thursday for the Wild Wings Swarm and Sting ASU Football Coaches Show. Wild Wings at Eastdale Mall. Support the team that supports your Hornets.
Start of the fourth quarter. Hornets trailing by a score of 31-14. Second down 6 for Alcorn State. And just as they did to start the second quarter, will be called for a false start. That'll make it second down and 11 coming up. Scores from around the SWAC third quarter. Texas State 63, Prairie View 17. Third quarter, Tennessee State 28, Jackson State 12. Late in the fourth, Morehouse, Arkansas Pine Bluff tied at 7. Late third, Bethune-Cookman 28, Grambling 24. Gibbs, pass complete to near midfield, catch made by Vessel. Gets a big chunk of that yardage back. Third and short coming up for the Braves. Third and 1 from the Alcorn 49. One receiver left, two right. Ragsdale in the pistol behind Gibbs. Ragsdale hit behind the line, trying to surge forward. I think he has enough for the first down and does so. Falls forward across midfield to the Hornet 49. So another third down conversion for Alcorn State. Now timeout called by the officials. Roderick Henderson appeared to be shaken up just a bit. Will make his way to the Hornet sideline.
Please reset the game clock to 14:25.
So they'll put some time back on the game clock. First minute of the fourth quarter. First of two consecutive home games for Alabama State. We're home next weekend hosting Grambling in the second Prince Hall Masons Americanism Football Classic. Single game tickets start at only $10 online at BamaStateSports.com. Ragsdale brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
That's the way we need to play the rest of the game. Play more physical up front. We have to stop catching blocks and drive in the backfield.
Second down, 10 coming up. Braves changing personnel. Going three receivers left. Tight end right, running back offset left. In the person of Baker. Gibbs on the keeper. Short pass across the 45. Brought down there is Vessel. Falls forward to about the Alabama State 41. Gain of 8. Third down 2 coming up.
And it looks like Torrey Davis is injured.
Alcorn flips the formation. Three receivers right, one left. Running back Baker offset right. Gibbs in the pocket looking to throw. Hits Baker coming out of the flat. Upended. Good open field tackle for Alabama State. Fourth down coming up. Dominique Jackson with that tackle for the Hornets. Short loss on the play back to the 44-yard line. Brings up 4th and 5 and a big stop for the Alabama State defense. Alcorn forced to punt.
And that was a great way to fight back inside to get inside leverage for Dominique Jackson to make the tackle.
McCraney on to punt for the Braves. Khalid Thomas awaits the punt at the 10. Shanked punt on the far side will go out of bounds at the Hornet 35. We'll see where they spot it. Long run for the official, and the ball will be marked out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So a 6-yard punt. Can the Hornets take advantage? Time to get Big Mo going, switching back to black and gold. Still plenty of time, 12-16 to play. One receiver left, three right for the Hornets. Thomas offset right. Richardson at quarterback. Has the snap. Fakes to Thomas. And he's sacked back at the 30-yard line. Play made by Brooks. Loss of 7 on the play. Second down, 17 coming up. Under 12 to play, fourth quarter. Alcorn defense trying to pin its ears back. Got to protect the quarterback better and maintain pocket integrity. Richardson in the pocket, throws left, caught across the 40. Joshua Davis knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
That was a great pass by Ellis Richardson. He threw it to the outside shoulder of the receiver where he only could catch it.
Forward progress to the 42, it appears. See what they put it down? Yes, at the 42, gain of 12. Third down, 6 for Alabama State. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Richardson in the pocket, looking to run. Does so. Stumbles. We'll see where they spotted, and they spotted appears to be 1 yard shy of the first down. Stumbled as he went forward. Knee went down at the 47. Fourth down and 1. Hornets will go with 11:05 remaining here in the fourth. Two receivers right, 2 tight ends left. Anderson, the running back, offset right. He gets the ball up the middle. First down, Alabama State into Brave territory at the 47. Big first down for Alabama State. 10:45 and counting, fourth quarter. Tempo picking up just a bit. Same formation. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Anderson slips in the backfield. Perhaps gains 1 near the 46 of Alcorn. Officially no gain. Second down and 10 from the Brave 47. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Anderson, the running back, offset left. Henderson going in motion across the formation. Richardson throws behind Hannah, incomplete. Third down and 10 coming up.
Ellis Richardson is getting a little antsy when he doesn't see his first and second option. So now it's allowing him to be a little indecisive.
Got to be patient in that pocket, Chris, as you know.
Exactly. He's getting a little antsy when he doesn't see his first and second option. And being that he's a run-first quarterback, it's kind of throwing him off.
Third and 10, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Again, Anderson, the running back, offset left. Richardson in the pocket, has some time, throws incomplete. No flag on the play. Appeared that defender was all over the Hornet receiver, number 87, Lawrence Oliver. No flag on the play. Fourth down coming up.
That was most definitely a pass interference.
So Vincent on to punt once again. Williams deep to receive for Alcorn State. Line drive punt inside the 15-yard line, out of bounds at the 11. 9:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Alcorn State 31, Alabama State 14 on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Listen live each Thursday at 6 p.m. for the Wild Wing Swarm and Sting ASU Football Coaches Show with Brian Jenkins. Come and be a part of the live audience at the Eastdale Mall location or tune in weekly on the ASU Hornet Sports Network as we talk Hornet football. Come and enjoy great food and beverage specials as we get you ready for the upcoming game. That's the Wild Wing Swarm and Sting ASU Football Coaches Show, Thursday at 6 p.m. here on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Wild Wings Eastdale Mall has your post-game specials. On your way home, pick up that great 10-piece wing combo to fill you up right on a Saturday night. Gibbs on the keeper for Alcorn State, brought down in the backfield. Appears to be a loss of 1 back to the 9. Hornet defense looking for a stop, a takeaway, something to build some momentum with 9:30 and counting in the fourth quarter. Hornets trail 31-14.
That was great penetration. That was great penetration by Tavion Gomer.
Loss of 1, the rare tackle for loss against John Gibbs. Second down, 11. Run up the middle to about the 15-yard line. Baker on the carry for the Braves. Third down coming up. Hornet defense looking for a 3 and out. Third and 5 with 8:45 and counting, fourth quarter. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Baker once again the running back, offset right next to Gibbs. Changing the play at the line of scrimmage, still 10 and counting on the play clock. Has the snap. Looking left, throws. Incomplete. Good defense that time. Trey Jenkins on the defense of that pass intended for Jordan Payne. 4th and 5 coming up for the Braves. Good 3 and out by the Alabama State defense.
That was a great way to attack the ball by Trey Jenkins. He read his keys, stuck his foot on the ground, and drove on the ball, and almost got another pick.
Thomas will waste the punt on the Hornet 45. High kick on the far side. Thomas will take it at the 42. Running left. Brought down at about the Hornet 49-yard line. We'll step aside with 8:09 to play in the fourth quarter. Hornets trail 31-14 on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
This Alabama State Hornet Sports production is brought to you by Regions Bank, Coca-Cola, Alabama Power, Golden Flake, American Lou Fast, and Wild Wing Sports Cafe Eastdale Mall. Support the team that supports your Hornets.
Minutes, 9 seconds remaining, fourth quarter. Hornets trail by a score of 31-14. Quintarius Toppings in a quarterback for Alabama State. Handoff, Alex Anderson trying to get back to the line. Perhaps a loss of 1. Second down, 11 coming up. Toppings, a 6'1", 220-pound junior from Pritchard, Alabama. Now at offense. At quarterback for Alabama State, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Toppings in the pocket. Throws right side, diving catch across midfield to the 49. Catch made by Henderson. Short gain on the play, third down and long coming up for Alabama State. Toppings trying to spark this Hornet offense with his throwing ability. Talented junior from South Alabama faces a third down and 8. 3 receivers right, or left rather, 1 right. Toppings rolling to his right, looking to throw, but does so out of bounds, hit as he throws. 4th down coming up for Alabama State. And the special teams unit back on the field for the Hornets.
Break after kick, repeat, break after kick.
Vincent on to punt once again for Alabama State. Nice punt, drops inside the 15. Will be downed right there. We'll step aside for our final timeout of the game with 6:56 remaining. Hornets trail 31-14 on the ASU Hornet Sports Network.
Purchase tickets for Hornet football in person at the ASU ticket office or by calling 334-229-4551. Single game tickets start at just $10 online. That's right, just $10 online at BamaStateSports.com/tickets. The Hornets will host Grambling State next Saturday at 6 p.m. in the Prince Hall Masons Americanism Football Classic at ASU Stadium. Get your tickets now!
Brian Jenkins will call timeout with 29 seconds to play.
Alabama State. That's their second charge timeout of the half.
For competition. Always evaluating, always competing to see who's playing hard, who perhaps they can count on, have to earn that spot week in, week out.
And that's the way a coach is supposed to be. That's the way a team is supposed to be in general. Nobody's job is safe. The best man should play at all times. No matter if he's the senior, freshman, sophomore, it doesn't matter. The best man should play.
Hornets back on the field, 1st and 10 from the 45. Toppings looking left, throws left, caught by Anderson. Nice move, brought down at midfield. Clock running, 30 seconds and counting. And Brian Jenkins will call timeout with 29 seconds to play.
Alabama State. That's their second charge timeout of the half.
And Chris, I think you said it best. You know, Coach Jenkins, his mindset, best player will play. Whether you're a 5th-year senior, true freshman, if you've earned the time, you will get your shot on the field.
Exactly. And what that would do for the players, it will make them grind harder week in and week out, knowing that my job isn't safe. And I have to compete for my job every week. And that's the way it should be in any sport. Nobody should get to the point where they're complacent and knowing they have a position. It doesn't make anyone around you work. And that's the only way you can get better if you and everyone else around you is working.
When the offense back on the field with 29 seconds remaining. Trying to get a touchdown on the board late in the contest. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Toppings has the snap, looking right. Will throw that direction in and out of the hands of the running back, Pritchett. 3rd down 5 coming up with 24 seconds remaining. Same formation for the Hornets. Pass left down the field, nearly intercepted, but it appears to be caught. Incomplete. Joshua Davis did not hold on. 4th down coming up with 17 seconds remaining. Fourth down and 5 for Alabama State. Toppings looking left. Tries to throw it downfield and does so incomplete at the Brave 35 with 11 seconds remaining. So Alcorn State gets its first win of the 2015 season. Will go home to host Mississippi Valley State next weekend. Braves will play at home for the first time this season. And one thing about the three Mississippi schools in the conference, they take that head-to-head matchup very, very seriously. Alcorn won the East but lost to Jackson State late in the season as Gibbs will take a knee on what will be the final play of the game. As the clock runs down, 2-1, and your final score, Alcorn State 31, Alabama State 14. It's time now for the